I just want to give a shout out to Petty Tupac TV. Make sure you go smash, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. For real, for real.
I just came from a place where coffee that'd get a razor blade slid across your face. I done seen it all. Gang banging killers, them boys in the stall. Nation of Islam, VBM Bloods, 20-man broad stabbed in his eye and asked what he saw. Muftis laying law. Ugh. What up, though? You already know how I go. Smash, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment as long as you comment. You dig? I'm out here representing for the bald heads. With the pig and who I'm repping for. Shout out to all my supporters. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Let's get straight into this video. I want to say something that a lot of people wouldn't say, and people gonna feel like this is just some weird stuff maybe if they don't understand it. But sometimes I wish that once a year I could go back to prison for a week or 1 week out of every month. 12 weeks. 12 weeks. That's like 3 months. Probably not that much, but maybe a week every other month. 6 weeks out the year, or 7 weeks, since we talking about the perfect number, the creation. I wish that I could go back. Wish I could go back. I'm a convicted felon. I probably never, ever be able to visit them boys in prison until that stuff is completely off my record. Now, I've been 7 years since, my incarceration, but I filled out the applications, got denied. I miss my brothers because we've been through the trenches. The trenches. You strap up with your brothers. You make, with your brothers. When you got your brother back, if he fight, I fight. If he do that, I do that. You know what I'm talking about? It don't matter how many of them it is. I'm rocking with you. And some of the brothers that was willing to kill for me came out and did things for me, man. Just to see me go home because they knew that they had all day in the penitentiary. I wanted to do just more than talk to them on the phone. And since I can't visit, I wish I could just go be there with them sometime. I ain't gonna lie to you. Even though that's not the place to be, I ain't glamorizing being there, but it's like, that's where I met some of the realest people in my life at. Some of the people that genuinely cared about me. Some people that really wanted to push me out the door, man. And it's hard to get that type of unity in here. Out here, you and your homies, y'all don't be eating together, making up, you know what I'm saying? Not in the life that I lived. Hopefully we can start doing that out here because I've been meeting some good brothers. We go to dinner and so on and so forth. But in there, a noodle meant everything. A meat stick meant everything. And when a brother didn't have nothing, we still gonna pull him in. Like, hey, bro, just bring 2 soups. You ain't gotta have the meat stick, the cheese, the pickles, the jalapenos, the cheese. The cream. You ain't gotta have none of that, bro. We got you. We got you till you get on your feet, bro. We got you. And ain't that type of unity out here at all. It ain't that type of structure out here at all. But I'm glad though it's not, because I will be in the streets. I will be promoting. Being in the streets right now, if that were the case, because then it'd be something worthwhile. Out here it's just lawless, it's reckless. They gang banging and beefing over colors, names and stuff like that. It's just senseless stuff that's going on out here. And there it's very organized, and I love structure. I seen the comments somebody made about Young Gil. They said centuries ago he would have been considered a warlord, a warrior. If he was in Africa right now somewhere, in one of them war-torn countries, Young Gil would be considered a warrior, a warlord. And that's where I come from, war. That's where I come from, structure. That's where I come from, unity, caring for one another. It just ain't out here like that. I ain't saying I want to go back to prison and just be there. But I wish I was just like, could go visit and chill. That's what I should have said. I wish I could go visit and chill with my brothers for 24 hours or 8 hours out of the day. I wish I could have their back like they had mine and show them like, I appreciate you. And everything that y'all taught me, it made me a different person to an extent. If y'all know my Instagram, if y'all know my Facebook, y'all see the females I be with. And they just been getting more beautiful and more beautiful and more beautiful. And I wouldn't be able to to do what I do if I didn't have the Moorish Science Temple of America. If I didn't have that game from there, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. God Allah keep blessing me. He playing favors, it seemed like. He playing favors because he know his warrior in the Moorish Science Temple of America love it and love his brothers and don't take advantage of the ignorant, the poor, and the weak when I could. With all the game I got, all the knowledge them boys don't taught me, man, I could be ruining people's lives. I could go put her in the and do whoop, make that money. You was with her trying to kiss good, I was with her trying to pimp good. Like, yeah, it could really be like that out here, but I don't do it because I don't expose nobody to nothing that they wasn't already exposed to. I don't talk about nothing with people today. I don't want to ruin people's lives. That's just me, man. I got a conscience. And I think that's why Allah never punished me like he could have. He could have had me with life without parole. And I got arrested, and they arraigned me for that murder, and immediately dismissed it. The carjacking, the armed robberies, I didn't go to prison for that. Got slaps on the wrist. So many slaps on the wrist. You feel me? I beat, I had 100 of them on me. Got caught with it throughout. God never punished me because I remained conscious. I knew what I was doing wrong, but I knew it was a means to getting better. And the God knows what's in your heart. Allah knows what's in your heart. I miss my brothers, man. I feel bad for them every time I play a Tupac song. That, you know, one of the conscious Tupac songs, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting hot by the chart line again. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what my brothers was on the yard banging 30 years in. They banging Tupac. 40 years in, they banging Tupac. All the moles got boom boxes banging Tupac. And when I listen to Tupac now, I can't even listen to it the same without thinking about my brothers. My brothers came out. Everything in hand, bro. Ain't nobody gonna touch you. When it pop off, bro, step back, go home. Do what you gotta do to get up out of here. We got this. We're gonna be here the rest of our lives. We're gonna be here another 30 years, 40 years. Out here in the streets, my brothers ain't like that. It take you to go to the penitentiary to be real. For some of us, take you to go to the penitentiary to be 100% real and stand on law. I wish I could go back with my brothers and spend a day or two with them. Even if, you know, after 10 hours, I go home. 12 hours, go home. I wish I could send them all thousands of dollars, but I just can't at this moment. You feel me? I wish I could send them all that because they worth that. Some good individuals, they did some horrible things. Don't get it twisted. Horrible things in the name of money. Horrible things in the name of respect. Horrible things in the name of the movement, the Moorish Science Temple of America, the Trailblazers, the people that put in works, the Mercury Rimmer Bays, the Angelo Young Hills, the Dennis Gray Bays, the Joseph Smith Ills, Hawk Ill. They sacrificed a whole lot for us to prosper and be protected and be loved and be genuine and be us without getting bullied on it. They put in work. Work that I could never imagine doing. Not these days. Nah. When I was in there, I always had, I felt like, right now, I feel like I always had a war mentality, warlord mentality. And the streets be calling me every day like a custo want whatever he do or she do. When them custos wake up and they want that fix, that's how war be calling me sometimes. That's how enforcing law call me sometimes, man. It's an addiction. It's horrible. But at the same time, I'm glad that I am the way I am because I never let nobody punk me, bully me, none of that stuff. And when you associating with rappers, street guys, you gotta have a little backbone. You gotta have a little respect. You gotta have a little this, you gotta have a little that. And prison taught me a lot of that from my brothers. Put me in the upper echelon of respect. You know what I'm saying? I know how to respect somebody. Period. I know it might sound weird, But I wish I could go back and spend time with my brothers. I wish I could go back and go to war with my brothers sometime. I wish I could have took this mentality that I always had and honed in prison and did something more positive with it. Went to the military, been a general, commander, whatever. If we was in Iraq or something like that, boy, the boys, they have a whole, if I was in Africa and I was fighting for a certain dictator or fighting to be a dictator, doing what Fidel Castro did, coming from the bottom to the top, they would have had some problems. Especially with Moorish brothers around me like Young Gill or Ricky Rimmer Bay. Been so ruthless, it'd have been so crazy, man. It'd have been so crazy, fighting for the right thing. But now I just got to do that in a different way. Now I got to, take my monetization money, take my donate, and put it all into something that's going to grow me bigger so I can make more and give it to people. That's what made me feel good, is when I help people. Nothing else made me feel as good as when I help people. Not a cigarette, not no drink, not no sex from a female. Helping people. Giving them game, spreading knowledge. Having knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Work for me. Social economics, political value. That worked for me. That make me feel a certain type of way, beloved. It do. Like I said, this might sound weird, but those who've been there and love and miss their brothers, do it. All right. Peace and blessings. Big 5.